Okay guys, so we finally got our case. We got the Fractal Design R5 computer case. This is a mid-size ATX case, and the reason why I got a mid-size ATX case is because these tiny ones, there's not enough room for airflow. They're hard to work in. They're a disaster for a NAS. And I know a lot of people like to use these tiny ass these tiny ass computer cases that are built for NAS machines, and their hard drives are like overheating. They don't have enough space. You're limited by what type of motherboards you can buy as well, because you can only buy like Mini-ITX boards, etc. This case, a lot more flexible, can do a lot more work in, a lot more space, a lot better airflow. So let me grab my unboxing knife again. And on the front here, we can see we got Fractal Design R5 computer case. And I have to use a custom app on my phone to record this because the light exposure it was way too dark. So I'm using open camera. This is my first time using the app for video recording, so hopefully the video turns out alright. So on the front we just got just a visualization of it. See, packaging didn't come the best. FedEx kept screwing up my order and they didn't know how to get to my house and everything else. So there's the front, and there's two different models of this. There's one without a window and there's one with a window. Now this isn't a window one, that's just a slot to put a side fan. So I got the non-window one. There's also three different colors. There's black, there's like a titanium gray looking thing, and there's white. I got the black one. Now on the side here we have just your standard shipping information, the model number FDCADEF R5BK. And you see, whoever was at the Newegg warehouse decided to just have a lot of fun with my case and write all over it, apparently. I don't know what it says, but I have no idea. CE certified, designed in Sweden. Fractal is a Sweden company. Unfortunately, manufactured in China, as always. On the back here, we got just all the beautiful things here. We got designed for optimal silence to facilitate high airflow while preventing noise from escaping. The side panels and front door are equipped with high density noise reducing material. Fantastic water cooling support for the case of this size, with room for up to a 420 millimeter radiator in the top and as large as a 360 millimeter radiator on the front. Equipped with Modu vent, fan vent covers that prevent noise from escaping, but also provide the user with the option to open up and install more fans. Includes two Fractal Design Dynamic GP14 140 millimeter fans. Although we will not be using the fans that come with it, we have we've got our fans. We got our NFS12A PWM fans, 120 millimeters, and we have our 140 millimeter fans here, right here, our NFA14 PWM. Now, we originally was going to buy these fans, but my brother decided to donate them to me as a Christmas present. So all the fans are covered. There's our fans. We got a shit ton of them, and we'll discuss the fans later. Let's focus on the case first. So, dust filters cover front and bottom air intakes and are easily accessible from the front. This ensures a dust-free interior. You got a modular hard drive cage system that is highly adaptable and can hold up to 8 2.5 or 3.5 inch drives, which that's a good thing because this is going to be a NAS. And the quality of the hard drives in this thing they're metal. They're not plastic, cheap, shitty hard drive cages. They're high quality hard drive cages, and we'll show you that here in a second. Dedicated stealth mounts for two SSDs located behind the motherboard plate. Elegant front door that can be mounted to open from the left or the right. On the R4, there was only one position you can open up the door. On this one, you can choose what position you want to open up the door. Quick release system on the left side panel grants easy access to open up your door. So they have like a latching mechanism on the side panel door. And then you just have this beautiful graphic down here that shows the all the parts of this case. And then you have right there your product specifications. Drive bay capacity, 2 times 5.25 inch optical drive bays, 8 times 3.5 inch hard drive bays, or they're also 2.5 inch SSD compatible, 2 times dedicated SSD positions on the back. It's up to 7 PCI expansion slots. Motherboard compatibility, ATX, micro ATX, and Mini-ITX. Front interface, 2 times USB 3.0, 2 times USB 2.0. You have your audio in and out jacks, your headphone mic. Power button, reset button, and a fan controller, which I don't think we're going to be using a fan controller. And power supply compatibility, ATX PSUs with links up to 170 millimeters with a bottom 140 millimeter fan. Graphics card, it can, just telling you, up to 310 millimeters. Alright, what else we got on here? Case dimensions, 232 by 462 by 531 millimeters. Here's a good one. CPU coolers up to 180 millimeters tall. That's good. I'm gonna need to know that, because I'm still having to pick out my CPU cooler. I don't know which one I want to go with yet. I already told you the colors. Cooling system, it tells you all the different types of fans that can go in it, which we already got our fans sorted out. So enough discussing. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open. So it's hard to lean it on the side because I have like literally no space here. So and I just put the exposure to like as max as it could go, because if I would use my default camera app, you wouldn't be able to even see this case right now. That's how dark it would be. It's ridiculous. So I really do appreciate the manual control I get. So as you see, it's nicely tucked away in there with the styrofoam things. Now to get this damn thing out is gonna be a bitch. So just pulling on the top here. Damn, that is in there tight. Don't want to rip my box either. I tend to do that a lot, huh? So you definitely have to set this on the floor and lift it out, which I'll show you what's inside as soon as I can lift this out of here, which I can. Come on, there we go. Got caught on something. Almost feel like I'm Linus Tech Tips or some shit. Ah! So once you get this out of the box, you're probably never going to be able to get it back in the box. Get out of the box. It's slowly coming. There she is. So we got these hard ass styrofoam thingies. And there's nothing else in the box. The box is empty. So I'm putting these styrofoam thingies back in it. Yeah, it's hard to put the styrofoam thingies in the box. That's how tight it is against the box. So they should have, I guess they want it to be really tight to protect it, but still, damn. Yeah, there's friction against the styrofoam. Like the width of the styrofoam is a little bit wider than the actual box, so it makes it really tight. So here's the case. They put this bag around it, and we got our Define R5 user guide. in a nice bag here, Fractal Design. So we'll set that aside for now. Here's the case. And let's see if I can get this out here without looking like a Linus Tech Tips guy. Don't want to scratch it, I'll tell you that much. Wow. That build quality. Sit up, sit up, sit up. There we go. There we go. Now, just feeling it. Ooh. Nice. So, let me back this up. On the front, ooh, this thing is heavy. And I think they said this thing was 20 pounds or whatever. I'll overlay the FedEx shipping information so you can see how heavy it was. On the front, we just got this nice front mesh feel. Let's see if it keeps fingerprints. No, it doesn't. So how's this open? Huh. And of course, you can change the way it opens. So here's on the front. Ooh, you cannot move this at all on the table. That's how, them feet, that rubber on them feet, it really grips. So there's the front. You see we got 140 millimeter included fan, which we'll yank that out. They have a different fan filter on the front here, which I believe that just snaps out. Yep, comes right out. And then got yourself 140 millimeter Fractal Design fan. You got really hard new, I don't know what you call it. It's not foam anymore, but something. And then you got these two covers for your 5 1/4 inch optical drives, which there won't be optical drives in this because there'll be a, don't want to break these because, okay, so they just snap in and out. This won't have any optical drives or anything because obviously it's going to be a server. So that just goes in there, snaps in. You got your fan controller right here. They changed it. Just a 3-speed fan controller. Got your LED, which I believe is for hard drive. Okay, so now you're off the tripod. So if you look on top here, you have your headphone audio in. Looks like a reset button, which they improved so it's not as easy to push. You have your power button. Very tactile response. As you can see up here, you got 2 USB 2.0 ports. You got 2 USB 3.0 ports. And then up here, you see you got 3 things. These are all fan covers. You can lift these out and you can put in a top fans. Which I don't know how you lift them out. We'll have to figure that out later. On the back, as you can see, we got a nice 140 millimeter back fan. You got all your expansion slots. You can see you have a bottom power supply. And of course, you'll put your I/O shield over here. On the side here, as you can see, you just got that slot that you can pop out if you're going to put a side fan in, which I'm not sure if I'm going to put a side fan in yet. I haven't really determined that. You got plenty of ventilation on the side here for your intakes, your 2 intake fans that we're going to have. On the other side, don't really have much. So that's basically a quick look on the outside. Let's go ahead and look at this again. As you can see, this opens up. Got like some type of foam stuff. I don't know what it is. Got your slots for your optical drives, your LED. There's your fan controller, which so I'm sorry if you cannot see that. Anyway, right there you have your fan controller, which there you go. Now you can see it, which can switch from 3 different voltages, but I'm not sure we're going to use this fan controller. Then you have your front filter, which just comes right out. So let's go ahead and take a look on the inside of this bad boy. So we have 2 thumb screws, which I'm just going to take out, and we're going to have a look at it. And as you notice, you have a latch right here that opens it right up. And of course, if you're not careful, it'll fall right on the table. And then if you look right here, you got some type of foam, or I don't know what this is. And then you have your side fan if you want to put one in. So on the inside, we're automatically greeted with this beast of burden. There's the inside of it. You can see here's your hard drive cages. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 metal hard drive cages. We got all our front panel I/O right here that we're going to need, which we'll go over later. You got your included fan, and wow, that is a cheap cable for that fan. All this is metal. This is all. Now the metal on the bottom doesn't seem as thick, seems pretty clumsy, but this rest of this metal seems pretty thick. Got your optical drive bays right here, which you can actually take out, and that's thick metal. You got all your like, I don't know what you call these things, grommets or whatever, where you can do all your cable management. Let's take a hard drive bay out. Let's take a look at this. Metal. It's metal. And of course it has the Fractal Design logo on it as well. Turn autofocus back on. Oh, I thought they didn't give me my book. My book is, or my, they gave me my accessories, which comes with all of my screws. Take a look at that. Got your motherboard standoff, your power supply screws, your standoff tool, optical drive screws, front fan screws, cable ties. So they gave me a lot of accessories and stuff. So there's the hard drive bays. I like those. Those are nice. You just click in there. And you got all your front panel headers. That looks like it's like an all-in-one looking one. I've never seen one like that. HD audio, which is your USB. You got all your little power ones. So that's nice. I don't know how you take these top ones off. I guess you just stick like a screwdriver or something under and they pop out. Interesting. That is interesting though. So let's take one of these hard drive bays out, can we? Oh, I'm gonna need to go get screwdrivers. Well, our case came, and let's go ahead and take a look at the other side of this case. Let's take a look at the back plane. So got two more thumb screws on the back here. Oh, and they don't unscrew all the way. They stay in the panel. I didn't know that. That's nice. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how this panel comes off. There we go. You just got to give it some force. So here's this panel. It still has that noise dampening crap, whatever you call it. So here is the back of the case. And as you can see, we have excellent cable management. I mean, look at that. They give us Velcro straps. They offer a SATA connector now for the front, for the fan controller, but man, I would not trust those cables. Those are thin. But as you can see, we have a lot of cable management, and that's obviously for the front fan. So you can really get stuff. Here's your mounts for your two SSDs if you want to mount them on the back. So really, really nice looking. So I'm not sure if we're going to install the motherboard and the fans today. We might. Got your back fan. So that's a look at the say there's dust or something on it. So that's an initial look at the unboxing of the case, just an initial look. We'll be back with taking a look at these fans that we got. We'll install the fans, maybe install the motherboard, install the power supply, get some initial things set up, and I'll try to figure out a better setup for this because I'm switching back and forth between camera apps. I can't figure out the lighting, and you know. But there you go, guys. I'll see you in the next part, which may be in this video. I'm not sure.